it's always good to stay a little bit private, just especially when you're in the public eye and everyone has such opinions about you. And, I think we just have to figure out, our shit on our own, I guess.
Yeah. Tell me all about your partnership with Tazo T.
Yeah, I'm so excited to be partnering with Tazo, especially because, summertime is like all about adventure and, just new things, trying out new things and just like, getting outside and having fun. And so partnering with Tazo is great because they have their new iced tea that they're doing, which is like, and they have like passion, zen, calm, and awake. And so they kind of play right into all the things that you kind of want to explore and do this summer. So I'm really excited to partner with them.
Definitely. So what is on your summer bucket list?
Oh my gosh, there's so many things, with like, if you are looking for like a adventure and something new, I tend to not like go places by myself. So for me, I think like trying new things on my own, like solo trips, I think are really cool. Rooftop parties, just getting outside and, in Chicago, you only have like maybe 3 to maybe 5 months if you're lucky to be outside. So I just love to get outside, go to Lincoln Park, like put up your hammock, do like nighttime movies in the park. And, the pools are always bumping with everyone's outside hanging out, getting tan, But yeah, there's so many fun Chicago activities that I love to do. Even just like riding your bike along the shoreline on the lake is so much fun. Beach volleyball.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Chicago is one of my favorite cities. I absolutely love being there, especially in the summer. It's so great.
Amazing.
Yeah. Has life changed so much? Is it so hard for you to just walk down the streets of Chicago now without people recognizing you? I'm sure life has been completely flipped upside down since the show.
Yeah. It's been surreal. It's weird because my friends and family will be with me and they're like, we just know you as Deepti. Like, why are people just coming up to you saying they love you? Like, it's like a whole new adjustment period. But, I'm very grateful for it. People have been just like so kind and sweet. So I've really enjoyed this experience of, being recognized, you could say.
Yeah. Has your family recovered from their time on the show?
Yeah. They're kind of right now. So they're in Bloomington, which is kind of like a smaller town. Mm-hmm. So like the people, our neighbors know, but they're not like, oh my God, like it's Deepti's parents, So it's like very chill over there.
Definitely. What's been the best, worst part about your life since the show has aired?
I think privacy has been really tough. Just like I'll be out like eating dinner, like stuffing my face and there's a video out there and I'm like, oh crap, like I need to be like mindful of myself at all times, I feel like. But the positivity is just meeting amazing people and getting to experience new things. I think that's been like the most exciting part.
Yeah. What I loved about this season is that, not only seeing the relationships that developed between the couples, but also the relationships that developed between all the cast members. I mean, are you still just as close with everybody as you were, reunion day?
Yeah, absolutely. I think, we always have check-ins with each other. We have group chats going and, of course, everyone gets like so tied up in their own lives, but we try to, just check in and make sure everyone's doing okay because this is not normal for all of us, right? We just went from regular people to getting this type of fame is tough. And sometimes mental health is, affected. So we like to check in and make sure that, everyone's doing good. So
yeah. Did the show take a toll on your mental health at all?
I wouldn't say, of course, if you really think about it, the emotions that we went through while we were filming is one thing, but then to relive it again as we're, just watching ourselves back is another thing too. So, and then added layers on top of that is, hundreds of people have opinions about what you did or how you were portrayed, all of these things. So it does take a toll on you sometimes, but, as long as you have the right coping mechanisms, I think it makes life a lot easier.
Definitely. And I got to ask the $1 million question. What is the relationship status between you and Kyle right now? Everybody has been wondering. I know back in March, you said that you guys were still figuring things out. So what have we figured out?
Yeah. All I can say is, we're going through it. We're just, again, we're just figuring it out. I think you guys will see more of our story later. He's one of my best friends. So that's all I can say.
Okay. All right. So we're still in the friend zone?
Maybe not. You'll have to find out.
What is it so special about this relationship that you have, and how have you guys kind of leaned on each other since the show aired?
Yeah, I think, a lot of people don't know that Kyle was actually my number 2 person in the pod. So we did have a connection, during filming. And of course we got engaged to different people, but, as we just curated a friendship organically. It's like we just kind of gravitated towards each other and leaned on each other for support, as you said. So yeah, it kind of just, I don't know. It just it was just a thing that just happened. So we just grew closer as we spent more time together. We were like, oh, okay. Like, you understand me, I understand you.
Yeah.
So
yeah. Well, I know a lot of people are rooting for you guys. Did you want to keep things more private so you can take the time to figure things out and figure out if this was really what was good for you?
Yeah, I think it's always good to stay a little bit private, just especially when you're in the public eye and everyone has such opinions about you. And, I think we just have to figure out, our shit on our own, I guess.
Yeah. Right. Like, watching the show back, are you regretful that you didn't pursue that relationship with Kyle, or are you almost happy because things kind of worked out the way that they were supposed to, maybe?
Yeah, I think I was supposed to go through exactly what I went through on the show. It made me a better person today. And I think everything happens for a reason. And I think the way it all unfolded is exactly how it was meant to happen.
Yeah. Is he still in touch with Chyna at all?
I don't know. I mean, I know they're not they don't talk on a regular basis, right. But I'm sure there's no bad blood.
Yeah. I mean, speaking of bad blood, I mean, it has been several months since the reunion aired. How do you feel about Shake now?
I'm indifferent about Shake. I wish him the best, but I honestly don't want to put any more energy towards that friendship or that relationship. But, I hope he's happy and he's doing his thing. I'm just doing my thing. So
yeah. Had he ever tried to reach out to you anymore since that public apology?
No, not really. I mean, he has a lot to say about me on public platforms, but that's his own thing, prerogative. Let him do what he wants to do. But yeah, I'm just over here working on myself and figuring out my life. So. No,
definitely. Was he always the same person, or did something switch at the reunion? Because he said, that you all hung out in between filming and the reunions, but did something shift in that?
All I'll say is that the person that I thought I got to know during filming, and as the days kind of unraveled and we spent a little bit more time without the cameras, I know that me and my castmates noticed that, he's just a different type of person, and that's okay. He can be whoever he is, but it's just didn't mesh well with me and my personality. Mm-hmm. And so, we kind of just drifted apart, and that was natural, and that's okay. And so, yeah, for us, we kind of just naturally went our separate ways, and we were kind of forced to come back during reunion and address some things. Mm-hmm. And, it showed a different side of him and the way he handled, just being in the public eye and the way he talked about people, especially women. Just something that I don't condone. Mm-hmm. And so, I just kind of let him do his thing. Definitely.
Would you ever do a show like this again?
Probably not a dating show. I'm over it. I can't do it anymore. Let me just live my romantic life in private.
No, totally. Do you still keep in touch with the Lachey's at all?
Maybe here and there, but not really. I wish them the best. So they're such a cute couple and they're so genuine. So I really love them as the hosts.
Yeah, definitely. And then do you, I know you said that you had group chats and things like that. How are Danielle and Nick doing? Ayana and Jarrett? I mean, we did have some marriages come out of this show.
Yeah, they're doing great. I mean, I don't know the ins and outs of their relationship, but of course, all relationships, especially marriages, take effort and growth and time. So I know that they're putting in the work to make it, to make it a successful relationship, because I see the genuine love between both of those couples.
Yeah, definitely. And the show has been renewed for a couple more seasons. So what is the one piece of advice that you would give incoming cast members? And what is the one thing that you wish somebody told you before you went on the show?
I would say, be cautious of how much you jump right in, because I didn't think that I would like develop feelings or such emotional connection so quickly. Yeah. And so I would say safeguard your heart a little bit and think more logically than you would just like jump, because feelings tend to take over sometimes, especially in a heightened environment like that. So I would say, just really think about the characteristics that you look for in a spouse and in a partner, and make sure you prioritize that instead of just running with this feeling, I guess, sometimes that you just tend to have. Definitely.
Has this show changed your mind about what you want in a partner going forward?
Yeah, I think so. I think mostly I'm usually very selfless in a relationship, but I'm realizing that I have to be a little bit more selfish and prioritize what I want instead of prioritizing always what my partner wants. I tend to do that a little too much. So I think I need to have a little bit of balance between, setting myself up for success in the sense that, I want more from a partner. And since I'm a giver, I need a giver as well.
Definitely. So what else are you working on? I know you have this great partnership with Tazo. What else do you have going on for this summer?
Yeah, I have a couple things in the works. I'm thinking about how to voice myself and how to kind of make a difference and just, kind of share more of my life. I'm trying to think of the best platform to do that, because I feel like a lot of people resonated with me on the show, but they only got to witness kind of a fraction of who I am. And so I'm really trying to figure out a good way to kind of showcase me and my emotions and, the things that I'm going through, and hopefully people can relate to that. So
yeah, definitely.
Got a couple of things in the works.
That's great. Do you still have a lot of people coming up to you and being like, that moment on the altar was like one of the best things ever, saying like, I choose me. I mean, I'm sure you have a lot of people that, being like, I could totally relate to that.
Yeah, it's actually so surreal. Sometimes I'll lay in bed and like in the morning, I'll read my messages from people and they're like, I left my toxic boyfriend because of you. I left my toxic husband. I'm getting a divorce. And I'm like, whoa, I had no idea that this would be the impact that would come, like that would fruition from this, and it's really cool to see it. And also that's why I want to be able to share more of my story, because there's so many young women out there that have low self-esteem and have looked at me and said, like, you've helped me. And I'm like, I want to continue being that voice and like helping women and men too. So
yeah. Did you kind of plan out what you were going to say in that moment, or was that just kind of off the top of your head? And, when did you kind of realize that was what you were going to say?
Going into walking down the aisle and like actually getting ready the whole day, I knew what my answer was going to be. And it's so funny. Everyone, like my bridesmaids and my mom, my sisters, we were all like hanging out, waiting for me to go out. And they could see I was so anxious because I was constantly like, okay, this is what I want to say. Because I want to say it in the right way. Yeah. Without hurting anyone and, but being honest and being myself and being authentic. So I was just kind of like, okay, this is what I want to say. This is what I want to say. I was just like pacing back and forth. So, a little bit of it's in the moment, a little bit of it is like, okay, this is exactly what I want to say.
Yeah. Well, I thought you said it beautifully. I really did. Well, thank you so much. I really appreciate you taking the time. I hope you have a wonderful summer and I can't wait to see what you have going on next.
Awesome. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you. Everyone, I'm Christina Garibaldi, the host of Us Weekly Celebrity Coverage. Don't forget to hit subscribe for the latest celebrity news, tips, and video. And for much more content, make sure you head on over to usmagazine.com, the official home of Us Weekly magazine.